Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity, Path of the Damned difficulty. So last time we left off,
Sure.
we explored Silent Lys, and we found out there were bad people there. We lost Kaliska and Heodan, sadness, but we have to move on. So where can we go now? We can go this way. We can check this body. No. We're gonna move again this way. We're gonna take on this wolf. We're gonna start with a knockdown. Well, it's kinda difficult to trip a four-legged being, so I'm going without a shield because I'm too low level to actually have the enemy miss, and I need the extra accuracy to take on the enemies. So that's all there is to it. I'm gonna go this way. Okay, there's a cave which I don't want to engage in right now. So I'm gonna leave the cave for another time. When we have a party, actually. So you have 52 accuracy, 52%, which is better than not having 52 and having like 13 less. Okay, let me save. Okay, we need to save on LP3, I guess. So yeah, LP3, LP3. Save. Okay. We've got to fight 3 of these guys now. Yeah. How are we gonna do that? I have no clue, but we're gonna just knock down the living shit out of these guys. Okay, I am flanked, which is bad. But you see, the good thing is that we have a good armor, and that allows us to withstand some of the damage. As you can see, we're not taking much damage. Oh, there you go, knockdown. So damage resistance early game is fantastic, even late game. But since we have very few tools, and the last knockdown, we have few tools to play with, so. Alright, prone for 6 seconds. See, the intelligence is paying off. Instead of having like... Okay, this is crush damage. Okay, accuracy 35, minus 40 to 29, it's a 6. For 6 seconds, so... Having a good intelligence is good for a fighter. What? I don't know. Okay, we cannot get this thing. We need to come back later. So let's remember this place. Okay, so I'm clearing these enemies just for fun. I could just go to the city and ignore completely this location. But why? Shattered pieces of a crate are strewn across the dirt, along with a few muddy vegetables. Okay. Whatever you say, bro. It's the exit. And there's the nothing. Okay. We found scroll of tanglefoot, a camping supplies, and silver lashy. What was that word? I don't know. Unknown word that nobody uses in the real life. Hello, Nonton.
Hello.
This man appears to be hurriedly dismantling his camp in quick, jerky movements. He looks up as you approach, his expression tense and drawn. Greeting, he says, a little breathless. On your way south, is it? He wipes his brow, turning to face you. The sooner you are clear of these woods, the better, I think. Alright, so our caravan was attacked. Been trying to get to Gilded Vale, I'm gonna be honest. Hard luck, and I'm sorry to hear it. You should be fine from here. There's no missing the Vale if you keep up to the road. Or if you keep to the road, and you haven't far to walk. But you'll want to keep clear of this place after that. We were just attacked north of here. Me and a friend of mine, we came out here to hunt some deer. Came up on a bear instead. Great, monstrous thing. And Pearly, he didn't make it. He shakes his head. I don't know what I'll tell his wife. We don't tell anything. That's what I'll tell you. In any case, the forest has already cost me a friend. I'm heading home back before it was... Okay, who are you? Name is Ananton. Born and raised in Gilded Vale, haven't had a spot of luck since. Luckier than Pearly, I suppose. In any case, this forest already cost me a friend. Okay. What happened to your friend? We didn't see it coming. We were following a stag. Pearly, he saw something in the brambles and we went tearing off after it. But we all but stumbled into the cave. Jesus Christ, I can't fucking read. Poor Pearly didn't stand a chance. The bear was on top of him before we knew what was happening. The beasts will take what they will, I suppose. And this time, Galloway's favor fell upon the bear. Where did you find this bear? In a cave, a ways up that way. I wouldn't seek it out if I were you. It was a great brute of a beast. Would hate to hear that it took another life. Jeez. Guys, today I cannot read. Please laugh and have fun at my inability to speak your language. Okay, so gonna push it a little bit now. We have a bandit here, which is asking to be decimated. So usually you should come here with a group if you're playing Path of the Damned. Usually, I like difficulty. I like challenges. So I'm just gonna go with this guy. What do you want? Okay, give me a second. Maybe the cat wants some food. Be right back. And so we're back. Did I save? I'd better save now. Why do you have to sort them like that? Just don't sort them like that. Okay. So we will have to come back later for this one. For now, all I want is... Do I want to kill the archer? No, what I want to do is kill the guy with the 2 weapons. Oh, these guys are talking. Don't rush me. You have to let the meat absorb the flavor. You'll be absorbing the sharp end of my dagger if you don't hurry it up. Okay, man, that's tough luck. The young dwarf tending to the stew looks up, startled, as he sees you approach. He drops his ladle, sputtering stew across the ground. What? The bandit turns. Get him, you dogs, and make sure our new cook doesn't run off. Help, please, help me, help me. One of the bandits gives Tenfleet a kick as they pass him, and he huddles. Okay, so we need to drop something like this guy. As we drop this guy, we try. Trust me, we try. Okay, this guy... Oh, these guys are very fast, so the lighter your armor, the faster you are. That's something for a DPS, not something for a fighter. So I need to ignore this guy and go for this guy. In fact, I'm gonna just take the disengage damage and go for a knockdown, which he completely ignored. Okay, let's try again. There you go, that's much better. Okay, so the bandit stays down for 6 seconds, which is great. Oh Jesus! You didn't... Oh boy. Okay, 37%. Not great. We're gonna do some... Oh, actually we're doing some nice damage. So as you can see, my endurance is going down. My health is at 65. Actually it's the opposite. My endurance is at 60. My health is at 242 out of 336. That's my total health. Okay? Once that reaches 0, I'm dead. Okay, we got some, we got a cloak, we got some leather armor. If you wanna fancy yourself a leather dude, you can steal these things. Okay, let's talk with this guy.
Hello.
By the flame, thank you. I thought I'd be stuck cooking for these Norwegians for the rest of my life. Until they were bored with me, I suppose. I must get back home when only intended replacement. Listen, next time you're in Gilded Vale, stop by the Black Hound Inn. I'll let Pascal know that what you've done for me, and I'm sure she'll do right by you in turn. Oh, to be back at my oven again. Gilded Vale, major positive. Okay. Let's keep going. What is this? A rod? Really? You're giving me a rod? Pierce and slash damage. And this is a weapon for mages. I have no need for that. But I'll take it. So we've... Ooh, there's something here. The tent is empty but for a pair of stained cots and the stink of unwashed bodies. Bodies? Are you guys cooking bodies? Are you out of your mind? Everybody knows cooking bodies is a bad thing. Let's stay clear away and far away from this thing. I don't want to fight the wolves there. So, I think we've completed everything. We need to come back here with the team. So we're going to Gilded Vale. Alright. Let's move a few steps down the road. Actually, is there something here? No, it's not here. Okay. And that's a nice plaza. Nothing strange about it.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Okay, I feel that I'm already. Yeah, that's like a good thing to say.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
Okay, honest, no.
Are you absolutely certain? Lord Raderick has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
He steps to the side and inclines his head ever so slightly towards the deformed tree.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn, just southwest of here.
I've been feeling strange ever since a close call with the Biowak. Is there someone in town who could help?
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Gilded Vale understands our rules. You said something about Hollowborn and Wadeswen legacies before. He blinks. I forget that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the Deerwood for almost 15 years now. Children born without souls. He shakes his head. Pitiful, dumb things that breed barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are disease. Some say they are a punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, no one knows, but they began spreading after the Sands War, and so the name Wadewell's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. So, yeah, like I said, nuclear things. Lord Radric's decrees may seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at the heart. He nods. Before I got here, I saw several people conducting a strange ceremony near some ruins. He regards you carefully. You'll want to mind where you mentioned that. Trespassing on Engwitan ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People try anything these days. Better have mercy. We certainly have. Maybe so. Like I said, it's best to stay away from those sorts of places. Goodbye.
Keep out of...
Oh no! It's the bell!
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. God's
Oh,
have
you've been
mercy.
giga-trolled, dude.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed.
Oh, really?
3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
What do you mean? Dude, actually I'm tempted to say that, but... You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Bert must be redoubled. He sets a steady gaze on you. What happened? He shrugs one bony shoulder. I will know more detail when the messenger arrives. The vagaries of childbirth perhaps, but that is not your concern. Does this affect the Lord's new offer to New Settler? I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. Okay, what a nice little town. Everybody loves us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting some things. Before we do anything, how about this? Things are bound to get worse now. Don't be stupid. They can possibly get any worse. Okay, sure. Yeah, something in my face. I think like it's a hair, a cat's hair. It keeps rubbing me the wrong way. Alot, you see 4 people gathered by the door at to the inn. They raise voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hand for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
Everyone stay calm, whatever it is about, and show it's an overreaction. That's what everyone says before they get shanked, so say nothing. One of the other men glares at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. You've got a lot of gall, mocking us in our own village. We don't take ill treatment from foreigners, especially not Adirians.
Go on, say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
I'll cut that barrel-looking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
Nah, okay. I don't think attacking him is such a good idea. And why is that? If someone is beating you as obviously as he is, it's generally wisest to walk away. That could be a good thing to say. They look at each other. One of the men gives the other 2 a warning shake of his head before turning to you. We're done for now, but these ones better want to stamp around here because we're not going anywhere. With a final scowl at the elf, he turns to leave. Yeah, actually Alot's story is fun. As the 3 stumbles away, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
I'm glad I could help.
Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts, though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
How did you manage to get stuck out here? He lies uncomfortably. That is something of a long story.
I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with a caravan, but we were separated near some ruins.
In Gwithan ruins? Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
Several figures operating a strange machine. Alot goggles at you silently, apparently assessing your earnestness. Finally, he gives you a clipped, awkward laugh.
You do manage to find yourself in rather interesting predicaments.
So what are you doing in Gilded Vale?
Excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
I've been experiencing strange things of late. I'm looking for an expert on souls.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
Yeah. His darting glance takes in the tumble-down buildings and the fallow, rock-strewn fields. I expect that such expertise will be best sought elsewhere. How did you manage to cross this? Okay, that...
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
You did make a rather lewd suggestion regarding one of the aggressor and his own sister. That. He clears his throat and adjusts his sleeves. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens to all too easily after a few pints. And the accent doesn't help. I heard the same thing. For just a moment, it looks as if he's about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak, he forces a tight smile, biting his lips so hard you expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes. His face relaxes, actually. It's not multiple faces. And he shakes his head. I should get going. Actually, he said I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies. Yeah, this guy suffers from double personality.
As should I, given
And there's a
recent
reason for that.
events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
So do I. Let's go then.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
And there we go. We have Alot Carfisser. Shall we level up Alot Carfisser? Why not? Dude, you've got lore and mechanics. I like that. The mechanic skills makes it easier to open locks and find and disable traps. Additionally, any character can use the mechanic skills to place traps of their own. The higher the mechanical skill, the more accurate the traps. In conversation and scripted interaction, mechanic can be used to deactivate and disable blah 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 blah. So we need to get some stealth. So what makes me find things? I don't know. I think it's mechanics. I think it is mechanics. So we need lore anyway. Some athletics is good because it gives you the second wind, which is not that bad. Survival could be useful, so 1 point there is not that bad. Stealth is not that bad. Mechanics is okay. Okay, what we need now for a spell, I know for sure I want something. See, the thing with higher difficulty in these games is that you want, since the enemies have inflated stats, you want something that is the best bang for your buck. So if you have a single reflex save, if you fail that, you've essentially wasted a spell. So what we need to do here, we have one spell, and I want to memorize Chill Fog. Why? Because Chill Fog has an AoE duration of 20 seconds ish, and calls a blindly white icy fog into existence, inflicting blindness and freeze damage over time to any in the area of effect. So this not only does damage, but it's blind the enemy for 4 seconds. Okay, it's accuracy plus 10 versus fortitude. Okay, so it's not great against melee, but it's something. Now, coats the ground in a slick oil-like substance, inflicting knockdown on anyone in the area of effect. So this doesn't seem like something that will proc more than once, as there is no duration for the slicken, only for the prone. So I'm not sure this is a good idea. Now these things are just no. This is just damage, damage, more damage, damage. Ghost blades are not bad, but it's still damage. This is useless. This is not what I want right now. Useless to me in this build. So chill fog is the only thing we can take. As for feet, usually I like to go for class feet because they don't pin me down in a single build. So, and they are also more unique than everything else. Arcane Veil conjures a protective shield of magic, dramatically boosting the wizard deflection. So this gives you quite a good amount of armor class for 13 seconds, 2 times per rest. So it's not per encounter, it's per rest. Grimoire Slam allows the wizard to smash an enemy with a grimoire energized with spiritual enemies, cause a large enemy and knocking the target back. So what this does... Oh, another... Jesus Christ. Another one, 1 per encounter. Or we can take Blast. Grants passive Blast. Again another one. Are we done? Jesus. This is a good feat to have. It doesn't boost directly your damage with spell or anything of the like, but as you can see, offensive we cannot take anything. Defensive there is nothing here, and utility there is nothing here. So overall the best thing you can do is get Blast. Why? Because it infuses your wands to actually do an AoE with 5 damage reduction bypass. So we do, at the very least we deal 1 damage. Okay, from 1 to 5 at the very least. And it's an AoE, so you damage everyone around it. It's okay. It's okay. Let's take this one and be done. Okay. Take this thing and let's go into the tavern. Or the inn. Okay.
Gods keep you.
Hello and welcome to the innkeeper looks up. Oh, it's you! Tenfrit told us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. And we got a gilded veil, moderate positive. Consider yourself a favorite of the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. Tenfrit said he wanted to whip up something nice for you. He's already back to work in the kitchen. She laughs. So, what would you like? Right. I'd like to know more about the Black Hound. Really? Well, let me see. The actress been here for years, but the Black Hound's fairly new. I got some experience, whatever. We get a lot of new faces in here, too. Fewer than we used to, I'll admit. Tell Fritz the big draw. I'm sure we'll get big crowds back again in no time. I used to work with the tables, actually, until the owner... I used to work with the table, actually, until the old owner up and left. Nobody's sure what happened to him. Even left his poor hound behind. That's the name, see, the Black Hound. It's still sitting upstairs, pining after him. Poor old girl. Place ended up in my hands somehow. She laughs. My very own inn. A lot of hard work involved, but it's been worth it so far. Please, sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have 2 available at the moment. I'm afraid we can offer much by the way of a good meal today, she sighs, unless you're fond of cold porridge. Could I see what you have for sale? I'm sure we'll find something to your liking. We have the finest cook in Deerwood. Okay, so let's start by selling all this crap, because I honestly don't think I need that. I don't need the crossbow. Anything else? We can sell this thing, or maybe not. The shield? Oh, we found plenty of shields. I don't think I need a shield right now. Let's see, we got some more shields here, so we can sell some of these things. I'm sure everything will be a-okay. I don't need any of these things. Okay, that's enough. So, I'm looking for companions, by the way. So let's recruit adventurers. We can only recruit a level 1 adventurer. Now, I think it is best to just wait, you know? Because I leveled up here, so I'm gonna level up. I'm gonna take athletics, because it's increased my second wind endurance gain. I'm gonna take some of these things. Survival could be good, so I'm gonna take that. Good, now we've got Defender. 2 enemies engaged, -5 deflection. Confident aim. 20% of grazes converted to hits. +20 to minimum damage. Got the same discipline barrage, or we've got Guardian Stance. So lowers accuracy but increases the deflection of nearby allies. So I lose 10 accuracy and gain 10 perception, 10 deflection to, and can give it to everybody. This is what I think. I think I'm gonna take this one because, okay, me and the next character we get in next NPC are gonna have to hold the line. Now I could use this model, or I can get confident aim. 20% of grazes converted to hits, but the minimum damage is going higher. I don't know. This could be this is different. This is a difficult choice because that is gonna have 3 targets if he gets Defender. With me, it's 4 target locked, and if we get another frontliner, it's 5. So I don't know. But then if I get attacked from 2 sides, how do I deal with that? Now, 20% of grazes converted to hits. It's a good way of dealing damage. It's not much the 20% of grazes converted to hits. It's the 20% minimum damage. So if I deal 10 damage as minimum damage, it becomes 12. If I deal 15, it becomes 18. Which, well, it's not that much, to be honest. I mean, it stacks up over the course of the fight. No, I'd rather have more defense here. Having this one triggered, this is so much good. This is so much better. Because it allows me to control the battlefields more, so I'm gonna take this one. It doesn't matter whether you're a tank or a DPS, it's just better. As for you, Mr. Allot, you need some mechanics, you need some lore, and you need that now. We're gonna give you some more lore, because why not? Okay. So next, we've got level 2 spells. What can we get? Again, we need to do the same, we need to apply the same reasoning. So Miasma of Dull-Mindedness, it's not bad. Okay, it's absolutely not bad, but it's a single save, and I don't like that. What can we do? We got Fetid Caress, which is again a single save. We got the Curse of Blackened Sight, which is a single save. And then we have Blinding Web. Now Blinding Web is an AoE duration of 13 seconds. It's an AoE stuck. So what does stuck do? Stuck characters are rooted, able to act but unable to leave their current location. Dexterity is reduced by 2. Accuracy is reduced by 5 for all sources. Reflex and deflection are reduced by 20, which means I will be able to hit more reliably whoever is caught in the web. So this is great. Bewildering Spectacles gives confusion, but it doesn't have a duration, so it's not great. So Bulwark against the elements, it's a caster spell, which is good, but it's still a caster spell. So we have to choose one of these spells. Mirror Image plus 25 deflection until hit or critically hit for 78 seconds. No. Like I said, I want to control the battlefield, not deal damage. So Curse of Blackened Sight, it goes plus 10 versus will, which is great. Okay, range 6 meters, out of effect 178 meters radius. Where the Curse of Blackened Sight lasts for 26 seconds. Oh, this is so much better. This is so much better, it gives blind. Accuracy is reduced by 25 for all sources. Perception and reduced by 4. Movement is reduced by 2. Reference deflection reduced by 20. It's the same as the blinding lights, but you know, I'm tempted to take Fetid Caress. I'm sure we will be able to get the Fetid Caress anyway. Like I said, control is everything. So now I should be able to... A level 2, indeed. So we need a level 2 and we need a DPS. And I have an idea for who we want in our party, which is going to be a female. Human, from the Ocean Folks. She's going to be a rogue. And I want either Crippling Strike or Blinding Strike. Now Blinding Strike, as we've seen with Heodan, is nice because it blinds the target for 10 seconds. And it does it 2 times because we're gonna use 2 weapons. Or we can go with Crippling Strike, 2 per encounter, so it's double the control, it's double the usage. Hobble for 10 turns. Okay, Hobble characters have their dexterity reduced by 2, movement by 1.5, reflex by 20. It's not. It goes against fortitude, the other goes against reflex. So I mean, damage wise it's the same, of course. The thing is, I have a lot of spells that deal with blinding enemies, and this can only be used once. On the other hand, well, it is true, but it is also true that if I use this character as a flanker or attacker, I don't want to deal with enemy tanks. So my best bet is when I 1v1 the enemy DPS or mage is I want to blind him. So I think Blinding Strike is better. As for stats, now I definitely want Perception because I want to interrupt the enemy and I want to be as accurate as possible, so it's a no-brainer. Out of effect, duration and will saves. Now we do have a duration of 10 seconds, so it should be enough. So I might want some damage because I'm a DPS after all, and then I want some out of effect. Why? I think the duration and out of effect are okay. I think I need some dexterity or actually some more perception. I wouldn't mind some health or even more damage because I really want to engage with the enemy and deal as much damage as possible. Really, truly. I don't need deflection, I don't need concentration. So I'm gonna take... She's gonna go with more intellect? No. Constitution? Might? Or perception? I'm gonna go with the living lands. I don't know. Intellect doesn't sound bad, but realistically speaking, not so good. So I'd like... Constitution wouldn't be bad, but maybe might or perception even better. So yeah, the perception is... It gives me some more interrupt and it gives me one more accuracy. This one gives me more damage. Oh yes, I want this one absolutely, the living lands. And I want to be... I want to be using stealth and mechanics. I don't know, stealth. Well, actually, it could be a good idea when we start a fight. So... I have an idea for the portrait. There you go. So, skin is fine, hair is fine, we need a different hairstyle. Just need to find it now. Is it this one? Looks like this one. It looks like... no. No. And, well... no, because it's not with the... What's the name of these things coming down like that? I think about drawing this thing. The amount of patience. I don't have that much patience when I'm drawing. Gonna be honest. Not gonna lie. Well, I'd say we've not found what we're looking for. Okay, you know what? This is fine. This is fine. I'm not gonna argue with that. We need the right color, which is this one, I guess. Secondary, it's still this one, I guess. We can change that, it's fine. Next.
Yes?
I shall lead us.
A blade in the dark.
Yes, now I am leader of the group.
Keeping an eye out.
Well,
Is this like Commander Janeway from Star Trek?
I've got this. Let's go.
Quickly and quietly.
Yeah, I've got this.
Okay,
Quickly and quietly.
fine by me. Name is Violet. You can call her Violet or Scarlet. It's the same. Okay, now we need to level her up to level 2. So we're gonna go for mechanics, absolutely. Stat can stay what it is right now. We don't need anything else here for now. So backstabbing plus 150% melee damage, and so dramatically increases damage done from stealth or invisibility. The rogue may use melee or ranged weapons but must be within 2 meters of the target. So this is not bad, but it requires me to be in stealth, and once I'm out of stealth it doesn't serve any purpose whatsoever. So I wouldn't want to take this ability. I'd like to go with more of an offensive style. So we will be using 2 weapons. So I'm gonna go with a 2 weapon style with a 20% dual wield attack speed. The more attacks we land on the target, the better it is for us. Okay, so let's see if we can gear you up properly. Now, this is a spear, and it gives me +5 accuracy. This is a dagger, and it gives me +5 accuracy, 10 to 15 slashing damage. It's fast. This is average, but does from 14 to 20 pierce damage. So no, I'm gonna go with 2 daggers. The reason is we're gonna do a lot more with 2 daggers. And that gives me like 46 accuracy, which is not that bad. Okay, now we need a decent armor. You are a damage dealer. You need some protection. Although, to be honest, this recovery speed I don't necessarily like, but you actually need some protection. So you can use this one. I mean, it's better than nothing. You can have the cape, I don't mind. The hood, well, you can have the hood. That looks better. What about you? You can use the helmet, sure. I mean, it's worth nothing, but... Okay, so I think... Oh, secondary weapon, I think I'm gonna give you a bow. So, accuracy 46, 48, 28. So Alot is gonna be... It's gonna be crying with this thing. This is a scepter that does from 10-15, but it's fast. If I give you the road, it's 13-18. It's average. Pierce slash damage. What's the difference between these two other than the damage? Does 2 more damage. Crushing, this one is piercing. Don't see the difference.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go and talk to Fan Frimfrit. Ah, it's you, my savior. He makes a sweeping gesture to indicate the kitchen around you. It's so good to be back. Do not think I will let this go unrewarded. I have decided that you have earned the right to learn one of my most closely guarded secrets, my dearest recipe. After this, you will eat nothing else. A savory pie to keep you hale and hearty. May it serve you well in your travels. Yeah.
Quickly and quietly.
There you go. We found Edrichaim. Edrichaim is good, so I'm gonna give it to the mage, as the aim is going to help me learn my spells.
Yeah.
So what I want to do now is save and leave everything else for the next time. So I'm gonna save on LP3, somewhere around this area. Okay, save. Okay, so I'm gonna call it a day, and we're gonna continue next time. So I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye.